I love your setup.
Thank you so much.
Love it. I'm a big book fiend.
I've read one. Just that's it.
One big one.
Yeah, remember the old Columbia House where you ordered one or 20 and you paid $1? This is it.
I'm that old, yes.
Yeah, no, you're not. Jenna Jameson, is such a pleasure to meet you, and I have to say this from the get go. I mean, yours is such a an inspiring story, just personally. All the things that you've overcome, and all the things that you had to learn on the fly. Um, wow. I
I'm a
mean,
chameleon. I definitely adapt. Whenever anything is thrown at me, I'm able to push my way through it. So here I am talking to you.
well, yeah, finally. And it's taken us 30 years to do this, but you are
Much.
as I said, just an inspiration, and the fact that you have uh, gone through so many things in your life, physically, health wise, business wise, and are sitting right there as beautiful as you are. You are again just an amazing lady.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a very storied life, and I'm just really happy for the first time in quite a long time that I'm back on top. I'm working again. I just got married, and yeah, I just feel really good.
Good for you. Let's talk a little bit about the series on A&E, The Secrets of Penthouse. Um, was that Guccione's whole idea was just to abuse people?
I never had any kind of bad stories or feelings with my dealings with Penthouse. Penthouse, to me, was this beacon.
Mm.
When I turned 18, I wanted to be a Penthouse pet, and I remember having my photographs submitted by Suze Randall to Bob Guccione, and Bob getting on the phone and saying, "Listen, Jenna, I think that you're beautiful, but you just look too young."
Hmm.
And he flat out turned me down, and I respected that. But then it became my goal. I am going to be a Penthouse pet. I ended up taking over the adult industry, and when he saw what I was capable of doing, he called me back and said, "Hey, listen, we're putting you on the cover and you're getting shot for Penthouse pet." And I remember being presented with my key, and that being like one of the major pinnacles of my career.
And the people that you've met through that, I mean, it has been a big variety of different folks.
Oh, absolutely. I think that, my industry, it trickles down into all different forms of entertainment. So yes, Bob and Hefner and these
Mhm.
people were all just part of the team. But, I was able to get my foot in the door in Hollywood and, become pretty famous mainstream wise. So I think that the adult industry went from being this kind of dirty little secret to becoming a stepping stone to stardom.
Yeah, it became more legitimized as time went on, but there was no union, though. I mean, you didn't have like a SAG-AFTRA for adult stars.
No, absolutely not. And that's why I was so hyper focused on getting the correct amount of money, insurance, and being well taken care of. Because I always thought to myself, if I'm going to be doing this, because it's essentially giving yourself away on some level, I wanted to be completely taken care of. And I wanted to be able to squirrel money away and be able to move on from it when I was ready.
Yeah, being number one in the world has got to be a great feeling too. I mean, because some people are going to look at this and going, well, it's an easy life. You take off your clothes and but it isn't an easy life. It's a very hard life, and to rise to number one is a huge feat. It's like being an athlete.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that a lot of people miss the fact that it's not just about going on set and having sex and going home. My career was comprised of many different facets. I was on press tours. I was on the Howard Stern show, every month pretty much. And, my life was and I was hosting a show for the E channel, and I was doing so many different things to try to mainstream the adult industry. And it ended up really working out for me. But I think for a lot of women in the industry, it didn't go the same way. So that's pretty much why I wrote my book, because I didn't want people to look at me as this person that they want to be. I wanted them to understand the pitfalls and everything that I went through to become Jenna Jameson.
Yeah. And your name is a valuable name when you add it to something, branding and all that. And you've worked hard for that as well.
Absolutely. Jenna Jameson, the moniker, the brand, has taken on a whole different life. Sometimes I'll hear people speak about me, and I'm just like, that's they're talking about me. Like, that's wild. But I've done a lot of things, and I just love the fact that people don't automatically just think of porn when they hear my name. They think, oh, okay, this woman debated at Oxford, and she wrote, best-selling books,
Yeah.
and she's a capable woman. So, and that's what I set out to do. And I'm glad that I was able to achieve it.
And as an actress, you have a wonderful flair for comedy.
Thank you. Listen, comedy to me it's my passion. I love being funny, and I don't know, I think it really comes down to timing. And my dad was a funny guy, and I just picked up on it really young. So I try to book as many comedy things as I can, because it's what I love.
In our final moments we have, and thank you so much. I know how busy you are. Um, are you going to be producing more, doing more and more behind the scenes type stuff?
Well, I have a lot of things that are happening, and I'm going to be announcing them very soon. But I will be out there, so people are not going to be able to get rid of me. I'm going to also be on tour, and you're going to be so surprised when you see what's happening.
You're going to be in a new review, all singing, all dancing.
Oh,
There you go, the jazz hands. What do you think people are going to take away from watching the 4-part documentary?
well, I think that it's going to give insight to who he is as a person, and it's just important. I think that when they did something like this on Hugh, it really let us know who he was behind the scenes, and that's incredibly important. Penthouse has always been veiled, and I love that we're going to actually be able to peek behind the curtain and see how it was really ran and how women feel about it. I'm really excited to watch it.
It's just a terrific documentary series. It's
Yeah.
it's really well done. In our final
Well,
seconds,
A&E is fantastic.
in our final seconds, do you are you an advocate for first of all, Guillain-Barré syndrome? Do you do a lot of charity work?
I try to put out as much as I can about getting in, getting checked. Uh, I think a lot of women, we just don't pay attention to what's going on with us. And it's important to go in, get checked, and make sure that all your systems are running right. And Guillain-Barré is it doesn't happen a lot, but it is scary. So yeah, go in, get checked, and make sure you take care of yourself.
Jenna, I just appreciate your time again. We got to grab a cup of coffee someday. You are just a delight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey.